bad bitch energy.
Yeah, I get it.
Or killing myself.
Toma.
They say when you're facing death, your life flashes before your eyes.
I was thinking something very special about this particular movie. And I'm gonna quote Vin Diesel. He said, "This is where the end of the road begins." You have the privilege to know that you're getting closer to the ending of this franchise, but you have the time to say goodbye to your character, enjoy your character without any rush. So how do you feel about that?
I love the way you put that. Because I think everyone else has been like, how do you feel about the end? And are you sad? But you're right. It's like we can relish the process and the ability to say goodbye, which is really a beautiful thing.
It's like hospice. No, sorry, I'm joking. No, but to be fair, we're inviting people to walk with us towards the sunset. And I always say this, we're introducing the new generation as well. And so it's less of a goodbye and more of a torch bearing and passing.
Daniela, you are part of this amazing family now. And you as a fan before coming to set, what was your biggest surprise thinking about expectation and reality of being here?
I would say that it was to see the passion that they work with in this movie. From my first conversation with Vin, I understood that it's not only about what's written on the script, it's not only about what you guys watch on screen, it's way deeper than everything. And I don't know, I still don't have words to describe because it's really, really emotional for me.
What is one song that you love to listen while you're driving?
I love Ludacris's Move, Bitch. It really, and it says a lot.
Anything Metallica Black Album, it gets me going real good.
I would say, I don't know the name, I'm the worst with names, but I would say that one that is like, na na na, diva is a female version of a hustler, of a hustler.
Who is that?
I know that track. I forget the person who sings it, but I know what you're talking about.
Every time I go to the gym or I'm driving, like by myself or with friends or going out or something, I always go to Spotify and I don't know if I can say bad words, but it's like bad bitch energy.
Yeah, I get it.
Or killing myself.
Toma.
You have worked with many directors in this franchise. I was talking to Louis before, and he is a director that likes practical effects. I know you're an amazing fighter. Like every time I see you, I'm like, I want to be like her. I want to fight like her. What did you learn about Louis specifically for this movie?
I think Paul would have loved him because the enthusiasm that he brought is that same kind of energy, and his love for the show, the entertainment of it. Él ve el potencial en las cosas, you know what I mean? He doesn't see problems, he just sees potential everywhere. It's like a little child when they walk outside and they're excited about the world. Do you remember what that was like? Well, we kind of forgot a little bit before he came along. And then his eyes were just like, I'm so happy to be here. That energy is the energy that Paul used to bring to the table. And it was that playfulness of like, I want to play. And Momoa brought that for us, and Louis brought that for us, and it changed the dynamic, and you'll see it in the film. You'll see it in us because we lighten up at the potential of being able to play again, So it's really cool.
Yeah, I would say that Louis, I felt that he's that kind of director that whatever he says, I'll do, because it will make sense after. Even whenever I'm not understanding what he wants, it's like, just tell me in another words, I'll do it either way, and I'll fully trust you. And we can see in the movie that everything worked out.
So I'm very happy that you're here in Mexico.
Thanks.
Thanks for your time with me.
Oh, please.
I know that you are, as a director, like to stand for and to preserve and to work with practical effects.
Yes.
How challenging and tricky was it to include that in a franchise like Fast and the Furious?
Well, it's a mix. I mean, CGI is used just to enhance, just also to protect the players. I'm into practical effects. Also, I'm into bringing the actors, the talent into the stunt. So the story doesn't stop when the action starts. There's so much, practical stuff that happened. That ball, that 1-ton bomb. We rolled it down the streets of Rome. I was in Rome last week. I was like, people were like, did you really do that? I was like, we absolutely did that. And we didn't break anything. I promise you, we didn't break anything.
Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
He's insane.
He's a practical effect himself.
I love his character because he's so cruel, but he's fun. He's this fresh thing in the franchise. And you had to work with him in a very special thing because you had to recreate this scene in Brazil.
So Fast and Furious, Fast 5 is my favorite movie of the franchise. It's not only, the greatest movie of the franchise, one of the greatest action movies of all time. It's all about characters, it's about action. That safe scene at the end is like, it's like a dream. I would have dreamed to direct it. So I got to direct it again, but it was interesting. So what we did was to look through all the dailies that they had, all the footage that they had shot 10 years, 13 years ago, and then re-edit it. So it's seen through the eyes of the Reyes, so Dom and Brian are the bad guys. They're the thieves that steal the thing. So we used a lot of the original selected takes, also a lot of footage that hadn't been used before. I got to experience the shooting of this movie, and frankly, which was very emotional, I got to see Paul Walker, who I had never met, see him be Paul before We Called Action, then become Brian, and then become Paul again, interacting with Vin. It was really, really beautiful. And then also we reshot some stuff. We reshot quite a bit using the same lenses, the same cameras. We used motion control to put Jason Momoa into the cars that were shot 13 years ago. It was a little bit of a nightmare. I have an amazing editing team and visual effects team, and we're in the beginning, we're like, how will we do this? All right, let's just do it. Let's just go for it. So
one of my favorite scenes from the movie is this fight between Charlize Theron and Michelle Rodriguez. What can you tell me about that scene? How much did you direct them or just let them be?
Well, you cannot just call, you call action, but that's it. You just go action and you hide. They are beasts. These women are so such hard worker, so physical, yet they never stop. As you could see, in that scene, that they never stop acting. She's still Cypher. She's not Charlize Theron trying to remember the choreography. She really acts on top of doing the craziest stunt any actress has ever done. Same thing with Michelle. She gave it all. We were improving lines. We were creating moments of that weren't in the script or in the rehearsals, and they were game. They were absolutely amazing. These are the hardest stunt players I've ever worked with, and they are movie stars.
You're part of the family now, and you as a fan, what's the expectation versus reality thing that shocked you the most when you were part of the family?
I didn't think it would be a real family. That's the thing. I thought it was just for show. I was like, oh yeah, it's like actors, and then they do their stuff, and then they go to their, fancy houses or hotel rooms, everything. They work so hard. They love each other so much. They welcome you as a real member of the family. They spend weekends together. They celebrate each other's birthday, their kids' birthdays. This family is so united. And frankly, the thing that you have to know is the bad guys in real life are, as good as the good guys, and they all hang together. So it's very strange to be like, oh yeah, Cypher is hanging out with Vin Toretto, and they're laughing, and it's the greatest thing. Oh, Jason Momoa and and Vin are the greatest friends. It's interesting. Jason Statham walks in and hugs Song and Han. Han and Shaw, our best friends in real life. Who knew? As a member of the family, I became part of that. Every night we spent 2-3 hours working on the script, working on ideas, working on cuts with Vin. It was really, really beautiful. So, nothing is fake. Nothing is fake. No CG there. All practical feelings.